Hey, welcome back, TorchedFF. What's up? Let me know in the comments what's up. Anyway, let's get into some movement. Downward facing dog.
Chest towards the thighs, hips up towards the ceiling. Let's just hang out here for a minute. You can find some movement, shift left and right through the hips. Let the breath flow through you. Notice as you press the mat down in a way, you can create more length in your arms and your shoulders, in your mid to upper back. And as you reach your heels down, think of lifting your tailbone up. The goal is to create length and space in down dog. Now, I like to see downward facing dog as rest and as reset. A lot of times it's relief throughout the practice. I call it home base. But how long can we stay here until it becomes not so homey and not so pleasant? Compare that to places in your life that are comfortable. The more we stay in comfortability, the more uncomfortable it can get. We find ourselves in a place for days, weeks, months, even years. And while it once served a purpose, eventually things change. The only constant in life itself is change. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same. So meet downward facing dog where you are. If you need to come out, come out. But use your breath to get back in. And use your breath to stay in. I teach a lot of vinyasa classes. I actually just taught a vinyasa class. And we get into breath and movement a lot. Breath per movement. But there is something very magical about holding a yoga pose and seeing how it changes in your body. I'm recognizing right now that length that I first created that felt so easy, starting to change. The practice in this place is all in the mind. To speak positively, to recognize every feeling, good, bad, or indifferent, simply as sensation. And we use our breath to feel a little more fluidly and to feel a little more fully. And in that moment, we can find surrender. With your inhale, shift into a high plank.
Drop the knees down to the earth. Slide your hands back towards your knees. Fingertips flex wide, toes tucked. Inhale, shift forward. Sensation in the wrist. Exhale, sit back. Let your breath move you forward, back, forward, back. Take 3 more. Lean forward, stay forward, shift over to the left pinky. Arc over toward the right. Let it move. You do not move without your breath. It is because of your breath that you move. When I practice and I observe myself, and when things get challenging or I fall out, it always comes back to my breath. Was I holding it? Was I breathing deeply enough? Was I focused on it? So it's a practice to continue to breathe intentionally. Come back to neutral. Hands stacked right beneath your shoulders. Press each finger pad down. Eye of the elbow crease forward. Ground through your feet. Hover your knees, bear pose. So we're still reaching through the mat here. Apply effort and find ease. Full breath in. Downward facing dog. No, when we do something a little harder than downward facing dog feels like home once again. Beautiful analogy for life. When you feel stuck and stagnant, move, travel, explore change. And when you get back home, you'll have that same beautiful feeling of home. Inhale, roll into high plank. Lower all the way down. Take your time. Arms out to a T. We're focused on ease and effort here. So we've applied a lot of effort. And now apply some ease. Bend your right leg. Right hand in towards chest. Press the mat away, scorpion stretch. Focus on this opening here in the shoulder. Let's make this a little more active than what we would do in a yin class. So I'm pressing my left hand down. Right hand is by the chest, closer or further. And we are gently pressing away to pull this right shoulder here toward the left hand and open the chest toward the ceiling. It is imperative that your breath guide you through intense movements like this. When our breath stops, our body seizes up. And that's not nice. So breathe so your central nervous system can maintain its balance and stay calm. Now my head is floating off of the floor. If resting your head on the earth doesn't work, feel free to rest a block or a pillow
Any form of support that can elevate your head, unless you want to challenge your neck here. Take one more breath in. Exhale, softly roll back through center. A snail's pace is definitely available. Pause at a T. Breathe into it. Right arm can stay out. Draw your left in towards the mat. Bend your left leg, breathe in. Exhale, press the mat away, rotate, open toward the ceiling. Now stay active. Now, personally, me, I've been dealing with some shoulder issues on the right side. And I was sitting in a pigeon. We're going to go to pigeon pose today. But last night, I was just hanging out on the floor with my girlfriend, and we were actually stretching. And it's a little different to just sit down and stretch versus being at the end of a yoga class, hot, sweaty, and you have little time to open up. But to actively lean and open, it's very great. So I figured I'd bring more of that to you all. Let me know how things are going for you on the channel, what more you want to see, what's helping you, what's not, so we can start to narrow down what is beneficial. In all of that jargon, what I've realized is that if we can find that tension point in our bodies with myofascial release or deep stretching, if we can release that tension, everything goes back to normal. The body stops hurting. Find neutrality. It's a beautiful thing. And it doesn't take medicine or surgeries. Go talk to your doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I do highly suggest that you explore your body and build intuition with you, because nobody can tell you how to move or use you. Your vessel is your vessel, nobody else's. So use it and move it how you need to feel the best that you can. My goal here is to help you do that. Now, I want you to meet yourself where you are, because right now I am on the edge of ease and pain, right? So pressing a little further is not so nice to me. So the old me would have tried to push through it. Right now, I'm just going to hang out right at that edge and see what I can let go of, see what releases from me. You can let the head hang. You can let your crossed leg drop in. You can also hook your left ankle with the left hand if you want more stability and strength. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, softly, slowly move back to center. Now walk your hands in. Create that 90-degree arm. Wrists stack right beneath the elbows. And elbows are reaching out fairly wide. Hands can come up to a tent.
Now, I like to move shoulders back and forward here. Elbows shift back and forward. Just to find some fluidity and opening in the shoulders. Our hips and our shoulders being the sockets, while they are ball and socket joints, a lot of tension is carried in these spaces and it affects everything below and above. So neck and traps and scapula, all the muscles above the shoulder are affected just as well as biceps, triceps, wrists beneath. So it is important to move fluidly and to explore, see where pain is, and explore. Sphinx pose. Press down to extend up and out. Pelvis follows the rib cage, tailbone towards the heels. Press the feet down, spread the fingers wide, and ground through your forearms to lift through your heart center. Seal pose. Again, maintain core stability and length in the low spine. Extend through the arms. If this is not nice to your back, go back down to Sphinx. Stay a little more active in these openings and these poses to find ease in the effort. Gently release. Rest the forehead, sway the hips. Downward facing dog. I invite you through an upward facing dog. Create that same length. See how your shoulders feel.
This is the meditation right here. To notice the sounds and the sensations, to notice the thoughts, even the breath as an observation. And just be present with all of it, not to suppress, not to try to quiet or hide, but to open and surrender and see everything that comes into the space of our senses and that of our minds.
Step your right foot outside of your wrist. Hands plant. Now let's make this dynamic. High on the ball of left toes. Stay grounded through the front foot like you're in a high plank. Sink into your hips. Keep the knee lifted. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, sink. So no, we're not passing the high plank area of our hips much further. Squeeze the pit of the belly in, press the mat away. High on the ball of the back toes. Inhales, drop the hips. Exhale, squeeze, engage. One more. Now release. Option to lower your back knee. Lizard, lean your knee away from you. Heel toe your foot across the mat. Pigeon, half pigeon right here. Now before we fold and let everything go, create stability. Feel free to take a peek at the back foot. Try to center it at the middle of the mat and press your toe mounds down. Flex toes here to protect your knee. Pull your left hip forward, right hip back. Inhales, press down, extend the spine. As you exhale, crawl your fingers forward. Forearms can rest here. Now let's make it a little more active. Press your front legs, shin and hip down, and gently pull your right hip back towards the wall behind. This is a very gentle movement, very subtle. Imagine like you're pulling a Band-Aid or a piece of tape off of your skin. You don't want to pull out your hairs or hurt yourself. So we are gently drawing back. If you prefer it, option to use a block to rest your forehead. You can also stack your arms and rest your forehead here. Breathe into the activation.
After these very long breaths, I invite you to take one more.
Gently rise. Take the back leg around toward the front. Double pigeon. Cross your ankle over the thigh and gently allow your top leg to reach towards your bottom leg. Now notice what you need. If you need more support, pull your hip and your glutes closer together, like so. You can even angle the whole body. Ground through your sit bones. Extend the spine long. Breathe in. Exhale. Gently move forward. In the comments, I want you to tell me what yoga has done for your life. How has it changed it? How has it impacted you? For me personally, this was something that I did not know that I needed. And every single time I end up on a yoga mat or in a yoga pose, I'm reminded of why I show up and why I choose to share this with as many people as possible. It matters not what this pose looks like, but what it feels like. Now, if you can get your shin and your foot to touch, great. But I want it to be a form of surrender and allowance. Now, I could easily force my leg down to connect, but that's not what my hips are looking for. Focus on letting go. Focus on feeling through it. Take another breath in. Exhale. From here, gently release the foot back towards the earth. Plant and take this twist here. You can pull your heel closer to the glute for more support. You can extend this leg out long if you like that better in your body. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist towards your lifted thigh. You can close your eyes if you wish to feel a little deeper. When we limit the senses, the other become heightened. Focus on that change through these next breaths. The purpose of any long hold is to simply be. If you wish to create more stability, root down and lengthen up. And lean into ease in that same breath. See what your body can let go of when you lead with intention. Unravel. How we're going to do this. Feet plant. Hands can help you. Spin into a forward fold. So hands and feet press. Forward fold. Let the head hang heavy. Focus on spinal decompression here. So heels are firmly rooted. See, mine are off the mat. If you want to take them off, feel free to do so. You can take opposite elbows. Let the weight of your arms lengthen you out more. As your heels press down, reach your tailbone up. Reach each sit bone toward the ceiling. This is a nice active stretch on the hamstrings. If you need less, bend the knees more. But stay rooted through your feet and let your arms hang. Hands can release to the mat. Breathe in. As you exhale, continue to rotate towards the right. Spin your heels until you sit back into that twist on the other side. Buddha's plan to inhale, spine is long. Exhale, rotate. We are gently reaching our sit bones down while extending the crown up. We don't want to force that because our SI joint, which holds our sacrum and our iliac joint together, that can be moved. It's a very thick cartilaginous piece there. And if we force our hip down and we cause that to loosen, there can be a lot of injury that occurs from there. So if you're doing this, reaching down to lift up, be very mindful that you're not causing pain or injury. Play with the balance here. Use your breath to see how you can ease into it. And when it becomes nice, maybe add a little more length in the spine with the breath in. And then exhale. Play with the balance of ease and effort to see how you can help your body to let go. Take a full inhale. Exhale. Your choice, you can move straight to half pigeon on the left, or you can take double pigeon first. Because we didn't do half pigeon first, this may need a little more support. So you can move your heel and your hip closer together. You can put a block underneath this knee. Play with the depth. Feel free to come in and out. Just allow your breath to move through it all. Inhale. Exhale. If you took half pigeon, move to double pigeon. If you're moving out of double, move to half. Left side. Variation. If your hip flexor on the back leg does not like a half pigeon, you can take a deer pose variation. Extend the back leg out to a 90-degree angle. It's great for inner thigh opening and internal rotator strengthening. There's no rush getting to where you want to be. Pelvis follows the rib cage to make space in the low spine. Fill your lungs. Exhale, gently move forward of your shin. Now let it be a little more active here. Option to walk, your elbows wide, palms can stack. If you've forgotten, we are gently drawing the left hip back. Thus, the right hip pulls forward to square off to close the hips so we can open up where the tension is. Take one more inhale. Exhale. Gently rise. Swing the back leg around to the front. Left leg long toward the top corner. Slight lift of the hips. Pull your hips back. Tilt the pelvis forward. Hamstring dribble. Now you can keep your legs like this. You can bring your legs closer together. Or you can take the legs out very wide. Inhales, extend the spine long. Exhales forward. Walk the hands until you can drape over thighs. Reach for ankles, shins, or thighs. You can also rest on your forearms if you took a wide facing fold. Action and awakening is about ease and effort in yoga. So our action with the breath in is to drive our heels into the earth. And as we exhale, we release that tension. We allow for depth and we awaken to the space that we didn't have access to. So when we do this in our body with the intense contraction and inhalation, and then an exhalation and release, it almost forces, let's not use the word force, but it makes our bodies let go. So be very kind to yourself about that. Because if I contract very hard and then go into stretch, my body is going to want to do the opposite of what was just done. With every inhale, find more press into your heels. Feel the hamstrings engage, feel the inner thighs. Exhale, let everything relax. And see if your body gives you more to work with.
And while we could work our way all the way into a pancake split, it's about teaching your body that it's okay to be there and it's okay to breathe. Once you can do that and get comfortable in the space, it's like unlocking new levels of flexibility and mobility. But first, you have to let your body and central nervous system know that it is safe for you to be in that pose, in that posture. See the sensation as sensation. You can point your toes, you can flex your toes. Pointed toes is a lot less intense than flexed. In my body, at least. So the only way you can know in your body is to try. Try the different things, move them differently, see what feels better in yours. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Let it go. Gently, gently, gently rise.
And now for our counter stretch fish pose. Legs draw in if they're not already, toes point forward. Hands frame your hips lower to your forearms. Reach the chest up and let the head drop back. Take a full inhale, reach the heart center high. Open mouth, let it go. Take a lion's breath with me. Inhale through the nose. Stick your tongue out, exhale. Elbows out wide, release your torso to the earth. Arms out to a T. Palms down, plant your feet. Slight lift of the hips, glute bridge. And stack your knees over the hips. Breathe in. Legs roll to the right, reach and look to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Draw your knees in, full breath. Exhale, extend out long. Reach. Let your head get heavy. Let your wrists and your ankles release into the earth. Feel your arms and legs melt into the mat. You are connected. You are present here, right now. Shavasana. Bring life back into your body. Tune into your heart space as you wiggle your fingers and toes. Rotate the wrists, rotate the ankles. Draw your knees in towards heart and roll to your right. Use your arm to rest your head. Find a seated position that supports you. Hands connect at heart center. Sit up proud and tall. Ease in the seat, effort in the spinal extension. May you continue to lead with love, for love will certainly follow. Hands meet your mouth. May you speak with kindness and with gratitude, with compassion and with peace. Hands to your forehead. The big, bright, beautiful light within me sees, honors, cherishes, loves, and is inspired by the big, bright, beautiful light within each and every one of you. Inhale. As we bow together, we say, Namaste. Thank you for finding ease in your effort and effort in the ease. Let me know again in the comments what you want to see, what don't you want to see, what you like, what you don't like. You can do that by liking and subscribe. It's a pleasure to have you here at TorchedFF. To many more. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up, so stay tuned. Peace and love.